Yo, what up guys, Old School Dan here. In this video I want to talk about why you should and shouldn't do behind the neck exercises. So before we get into the video, I want to first say that my Silver Era Secrets ebook will be going out of sale forever. And if you want to pick that up before it's gone forever, click the link in the description right now. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So it's very simple. It depends. Let's start off with that. It depends on what? If you have good shoulder mobility slash flexibility. If you have good shoulder mobility slash flexibility, you will have no problem doing a behind the neck press or behind the neck pull down. That's because you have that ability to do it compared to someone who doesn't. All right, a man who I've seen doing it still does behind the neck pull downs is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is a man who's been training for a long time. And if this exercise was hurting him, he most likely wouldn't be doing it, right? That makes so much sense because, you know, an intelligent guy, one of the most legendary bodybuilders out there. Why would he be doing an exercise that is hurting him? He knows how to listen to his body. So I'm assuming he has good shoulder flexibility and mobility. Maybe he has a lot of experience. I mean, sure, he has a lot of experience with this. He might have a good physical therapist who kind of rehabbed him to, you know, maintain that good shoulder mobility slash flexibility, or he just really knows how to take care of himself. All right. So if you're someone who has good shoulder mobility and flexibility, you probably won't have any issues doing this exercise. And a lot of people tend to think these exercises are dangerous. And I think they can be dangerous only if you don't have that flexibility and mobility. So let's gonna move on to the second point. If you don't have that shoulder mobility, that flexibility, a good shoulder health, then you will have an issue or even put yourself in a very vulnerable position if you do a behind the neck exercise, behind the neck pull down, a behind the neck press. You will have an issue doing this. A lot of people think, you know, these exercises are dangerous. They're only dangerous if you don't have the mobility and flexibility for it. Like, I know lots of people that still do behind the neck presses, behind the neck presses, and they have no issues doing them. That is because they have good shoulder mobility and flexibility. It's totally fine if you do those exercises. Like even some really good like natural bodybuilders like Chris Elkins. I've seen him do the guillotine press. And a lot of people are like, wow, that's a dangerous exercise. But the guy, it's totally fine. I mean, he's injured now because of something else. But he never got injured doing the neck press. That's because he has good shoulder mobility. But if the person who doesn't, has really tight shoulders, tight rotator cuff, and never really warms up, you're asking for an injury if you do these exercises. I guarantee you that. Because a lot of the young people don't like to warm up. And they end up getting injured. They end up getting rotator cuff, shoulder injury, and yada yada because they don't warm up. So I think if you're even going to attempt these exercises, even if you don't have the shoulder mobility and flexibility, you can at least do a really effective and thorough warm up for your shoulders slash rotator cuff. Because I know I do. Because I know when I go to the gym, my shoulders, my rotator cuff are all so freaking tight. Like especially this side right here. So I make sure I thoroughly and properly warm up my rotator cuff and shoulders. I do all type of exercises, dynamic stretching, static stretching. A lot of static holds and stuff like that. I do a lot of exercises to make sure, and I do warm-up sets with the weight, with dumbbells before I even attack the weights. I make sure all of this is properly warmed up so I don't get any injuries. And even then, I still stay away from any behind the neck exercise because last time I did behind the neck exercise, I got injured on my neck. You know, when I was doing full body, I never really warmed up. I never really gave a shit about warming up. All right, and that was a big mistake. And I pulled a neck muscle and I kept training after that, and it's never been the same since. I think I have neck spasms because of that. Or because I got hit by a car recently. Anyways, but yeah, it's very simple. If you have the flexibility, mobility, you will have no problem. And don't quote me on this, all right? Do your own research. Don't just trust me, all right? This is what I've observed and studied. You will have no issues doing a behind the neck exercise. Totally fine. All right, if you have good shoulder health. That's if you have good shoulder health. And again, if you are doing them, you would know. Because if you feel some type of pain or discomfort when doing these exercises, this means you probably have bad shoulder mobility slash flexibility, all right? Or if you start to feel pain after doing these exercises, you probably have that. You probably don't have it. But if you do have good shoulder mobility and flexibility, you probably have no issue doing them. You probably don't feel that bad after doing them. You feel fine walking around. Your posture's still okay. You're still functional, whatnot. All right? You probably have good shoulder mobility. All right, so also if you want to sort of attempt at doing these exercises, again, really properly warm up before you even do them. And even then, if you really want to go back to doing these exercises and you don't have that shoulder mobility or flexibility still there, you can sort of rehab yourself. See a physical therapist, talk about how can you increase or increase the performance of your shoulders, your rotator cuffs, to make sure that it's optimally working so they can go back to doing these exercises that you may love. Some people do love the behind the neck press. I personally do love the behind the neck press. I think it's a great exercise for your shoulders. It gives you a nice, juicy, sick pump from doing behind the neck press. It feels so freaking good because it hits the traps, shoulders, everything. It feels so freaking good. But I can't do them. I don't want to do them because I don't want to get injured, all right? Behind the neck pull on, not too much, all right? I don't really like that one. So if you like that one, you can like that one. But guillotine press, I'm not really much of a fan of it either. But if you enjoy that one, again, you can do that if you want. But that's only if you have the shoulder mobility. All right, but it's very, very simple, guys. Again, a quick recap. If you have it, you can do it. If you don't have it, don't do it. You're setting yourself up for a vulnerable position for an injury. You're asking for an injury if you don't have the mobility for it. All right, and if you want to continue it and you have no issues doing them, that's fine. All right, you're probably not gonna have a problem. But if you want to go back to doing them and you already have bad shoulder health, see a physical therapist, get some rehab, talk about how you could increase and keep your shoulders at optimal performance so you can go back to doing those exercises you love. All right, guys, got any questions? Shoot me a DM on Instagram, on Facebook, drop a comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. I haven't been really too active with the responding to messages because I've been a lot busy working on some other projects. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone. Peace.